Welcome back to the Trina Talk Show, where we only speak things real and raw. How you doing? Today, I have a special guest. His name is Ben King. Take the floor.
Hi guys, I'm Ben King from Southeast London. I'm 22 years old. I write music, I sing, I act. I also do some part-time modeling, and I'm a part-time dancer. And I'm really honored to be invited onto the show today, Trina.
Thank you for coming through. So, Ben, I've known you for like years. I think we literally met on TikTok back on in my trolling days. I don't remember what the live was about. Do you remember?
It was just trolling. It was just trolling, and it was in 2022. It was just up to it was on that live from like 12 to like 6 a.m. just trolling people, and people were coming to like, what was it, talent shows and stuff like that.
Very awkward, weird, but funny circumstance to meet somebody. But then obviously, I think it was last year, right?
Yes, last year.
So I have a brand called Sounds of Fashion. I am the co-founder, and a
Check
lot
it
of
out,
people check it out. Period. What he said. A lot of people were asking me if I would manage them, and I obviously had no experience in managing somebody. And Ben was like, "Why don't you manage me?" And I literally said to him, "No." Like I was like, "No, Ben. Like, do you remember?" I was like, "No, I can't do it. I've never done it before. Like, I don't want to do it."
And I was like, first timers, we're both first timers.
Right. And I want to know what that experience was like for you, having me as a manager. And be honest. You're allowed to be brutally honest because nobody's perfect.
So I'd say my experience with having you as manager, I would feel like, I personally feel like it was a good experience because I learned things about myself with you being my manager, because I remember we did this like banking format, and it really made me think more into who I wanted banking to be, not just banking the artist. It was like things behind it, like the little things, like how I want to walk, how I want to talk, how I want to be, what I want to be known as, what things people are going to like remember about me when they like, think about me. And it was stuff like that you really made me think deep into. And I also say on top of that, like, I feel like in terms of pushing and just having like that, what was it, the motivation to keep going, because I you lot may not know this, but I used to grow up singing, but I started smoking and I stopped practicing. And then when I came back into music, I was very much like, my vocals were not there, and I'm still working on them till now. But when I used to want to give up, Trina used to still tell me, there's still a long way to go, but we can get there. You're making improvement, and I feel like that till this day helps me to still keep going. So I'll say, as a manager, like, you really helped me learn so much about myself in that period and what I wanted. That kind of gave me a clear vision of how to go about what I want. And I'd say, yeah, I personally feel like you're a really good manager. I personally feel like you're a really good manager.
Honestly, it was a great experience for me as well. I got to see myself in a different light. I don't know if I like managing people. I enjoyed managing you because I feel like deep down, both of us are quite headstrong and we deep down have very strong opinions. But I don't think we ever clashed about it. We found like a common ground
Yeah.
and found a way to work around all of that. So I did enjoy managing you, but I did have to cut it short due to like uni and stuff. But I see what you're doing, the shows. Obviously, I wasn't at the last show because I was ill. I messaged you, you didn't reply.
Oh, I'm bad at response.
But like, I'm very proud of you and how far you've come so far. And I know that obviously with the hard work and dedication that you already pour into your art form, you will get far. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm very proud of you. Tell me what it was like growing up for you, just like in general. What was that like?
Growing up, ooh, okay. Sorry, this weird song came into my head when you said growing up. What was it like growing up for me? So I'd say I had a 50-50 experience growing up, because the first half of like me growing up, like primary school, I went to two primary schools. The first one, it was a great experience. I had so many friends there, and it was a lovely experience in my opinion. But then when I moved to my next primary school, I think it was like year two to year six, I had no friends, and I was just like bullied and always picked on. So it was like the worst years of my life. Like, people talk about, I miss primary school. I don't miss that. I was bullied. I had no friends. not only that, I have no friends. When I used to like report it to teachers and stuff like that, they used to like think I was lying and thought I had like problems. And that's why when sometimes I talk to some of these primary school people and they're telling me, oh, like, you know, they feel bad. I'm like, oh, now you feel bad. But it's like, I don't hold on to that anymore. But then when I went to secondary school, um, I'll say secondary school I would miss. It was a fun experience. Even though there was bad things that happened in secondary school, I would say I I had fun in secondary school, at least, and I had some friends in secondary school. So it was really fun, but I feel like as a whole, I wish younger me had more confidence in himself and was able to like believe in his dreams and stuff like that. Because I was always told I wasn't worthy of doing anything I wanted to do. Like anything I put out there was always like, no, you're not good enough for that, or you're not good looking enough for that. Um, so yeah, it was a fun experience, but it was also an experience I wish I could go back and talk to my younger self and tell him that it's, you know, you got this basically.
You spoke about being told that you don't look good enough, and obviously in managing you, you were very like vulnerable with me about these things and how you struggle with them. Would you say that you've experienced like body dysmorphia, for example?
Body dysmorphia definitely, because I grew up chubby, and I remember that was one of the things that was always surrounded, like, because I was really chubby, so I was always called like fat. Like that's something that I could never go a day without hearing. Like if I came to school, like I trust and believe someone's calling me fat. So I definitely was always self conscious about my weight. Um, and obviously I like other things on my face as well. I remember people used to tell me I had big eyes. I had friends actually tell me that I had a big nose too. Like it was things like that. It was like, okay, well, as a whole, I just kind of like hated everything about me. And obviously back then, you know, being dark skinned wasn't fun.
Would you say that your experiences in school pushed you more into your creativity?
So I feel like as a whole, from young, I've always been creative. But I would say when it came to being upset about things that people were always putting on me when I was younger, I'd say that did lead me to being, for sure, like putting more time into being creative and writing things that I can now, obviously, because I've overcome some of these things, I can confidently speak about these things later on in my career. Um, you know, I'm even able to sit here right now and talk about it too. But yeah, it did kind of lead me to be more creative, I would say, for sure, and just kind of gave me the drive that, you know, one day when I'm in my 20s, I'll be able to show all these people that no matter what they put on me, I still did what I wanted to do.
Being a young child who knew that, I'm creative, what were your creative outlets back then before you wanted to like properly pursue singing, acting, etc.?
Creative outlets. I mean, back then it was just, you know, when you're young, you you only have what you are given. So for me, it was just like school shows. Um, there was this one university that was near my secondary school that I actually learned how to songwrite from there. But when I was younger, I went to this place called the Alchemy Project in Goldsmiths, and yeah, I used to go there every Saturday. I wasn't allowed out, but that one I begged my mum, please let me go to the Saturday school. Um, I just really need to go there. So I used to go there every Saturday on the weekends. I'd sacrifice my, you know, while everyone's going partying and stuff, I'd sacrifice my Saturday and go to like this one music club in Goldsmiths. And not only just that, I had this like performing arts school I would go to called Jigsaw, where it was like a 3 hour session. And in the first hour, they'll teach you acting, second hour, they'll teach you to sing, and third hour was dance. And those were the only things I did back then that I could do, but it was just doing those things. And even when it came to music classes and drama classes in school, um, I loved going to those classes. I was never late. Trust me, I was never late to those classes. So those are the only creative outlets I had growing up.
Tell me, who is Ben King right now?
Right now, banking right now. Ooh, that's a good question, Trina. Crap. How do I even describe who Ben King is right now? Well, Ben King is someone that is still. I like to call myself. Well, I'm Ben King, but I like to say like I'm Ben Prince right now. Like I'm still searching for my way to get to Ben King, but right now I'm just learning things about myself. I'm learning like what sounds work for me, what sounds don't work for me. I'm learning certain things about my voice I never even knew, like I'm just kind of experimenting a lot of things right now. But aside from that, banking is just someone that's just having fun, posting what he wants to post right now, just trying new things, seeing what works for him, and just kind of seeing where it takes him. And then hopefully 5 years from now, I can strongly be banking.
It's funny that you mentioned the 5 years from now because I feel like a lot of people say, yeah, where do you want to be 5 years from now? And that's kind of like a long time span. So I'll ask you, 2 years from now, what are the like, let's say, give me one top goal that you feel you want to achieve 2 years from now that you feel like you can share with the world?
2 years from now, some goals that I definitely want to have in place. That would be 2025, so that'll be 2027. So by 2027, I would hope and pray that I'm doing bigger performances. Um, I've released a certain amount of songs that truly show all the different sides of me. It doesn't have to be an album, but I just want to have at least a couple singles that show different sides of me. And I want by then to have my own fan base, if that makes sense, or supportive base, of people that just support me. And yeah, and just more networks. And I don't know what else could happen. Life is crazy, but those are some of the ones I just really want to have. And hopefully one song, probably like 1 million streams. But yeah.
It's possible. I believe that it's all possible, especially you being who you are. I know that you're very hardworking and very dedicated to the things that you do. So honestly, like I say, if you just put the work in, I know you can do it. Me personally, I know you can do it.
Thank you,
But
Trina.
yeah, I would love to see that. Like I definitely am in your corner and support the work that you do. So it's been like a year since I've managed you.
It's come. It's
It's coming up to a
It's
year.
been a year since she started managing, but yeah,
Okay, cool.
it's been more than a
So
year. Yeah,
it's been more than a year.
yeah.
Okay, cool. So name me, let's say, maybe 3 things that have changed in your life in this year. It doesn't have to be music related. Just name me those things because I feel like sometimes we're too busy living in the moment that we don't realize that things have actually changed for us. So name me like 3 things.
First of all, I realized I have more creative friends than I did last year, which is crazy. And creative friends that understand the struggle. I have this one friend who I'm even doing music with. She's really talented. Her voice is beautiful. But she also was in the same predicament as me of like she used to smoke and she's training her voice up and stuff like that. I say I have more of a creative circle now, aside from like my actual group of friends. And I would say the second thing that I feel like has changed for sure is I'd say nothing that's changed is my determination to just do what I want to do. I feel like last year I was doing what I wanted to do, but I was doing it at expenses of how would other people take what I'm doing. Now I'm just like I don't care. I'm just gonna do it, and whoever likes it will like it. So I think that's something that I feel like has changed too. And the third thing I feel like has changed is not rushing things. I feel like last year I used to rush things a lot and be like, by this date, by that date, by that date. But I feel like now I'm at a place where I just take it one day at a time, and then when it happens, it will happen. And I feel like I've come to peace with that now. Yeah.
I always make it a thing to try and acknowledge where I was last year compared to where I am now because I tend to overthink quite a lot and sometimes I'm like nothing has changed, but when I sit down and actually think about it, there are so many things that have changed. You know what I mean? How has your relationship with God, how has your faith been affected or mixed in with your music career so far?
I would say so. Normally, like in my shoes, I've seen other people like just cut out certain things because of their relationship with God. And with me, my personal opinion. So if someone else doesn't agree with it, I'm sorry. But for me, I feel like it's like a friendship. When you first get to meet someone, you come as you are. You know, whatever you like, whatever you have interest in, you know, that's how you come as. And then over time, you know, when the relationship starts to blossom and stuff like that, maybe you can compromise one thing at a time. And then, you know, it's just like a process of dealing with certain things at one step at a time. And I feel like with my relationship with God right now, I haven't had any convictions personally with music right now. I feel like my convictions are elsewhere right now. So I'd say for me, it's like, even if, like, for example, I did start feeling conviction with music toward with God, for example, I don't think I would just cut it out like that. It's like a marriage basically. Like, I've got to work on it and start limiting certain things so that I can get comfortable with kind of having, you know, less of probably the type of music I release, and probably changing it more to like a gospel side of things. But right now, I feel like I haven't had any convictions, and even if I was to just stop it right now, I feel like that wouldn't be healthy, because I know how much I love the type of music I release, that in 3 years' time I can just jump back on it and start doing it again. I want to just let it be organic and flow and just see where it takes me. And I don't know, right now I don't feel like there's anything wrong with the type of music I release. I'm just being honest with the stuff I have interest in the moment of time. So who knows, by one time I'm 28, my interest may not even be what I'm interested in now, and I'll make music that's dedicated to what I have interest in at that time. So
Do you see how we're locked in? Because the next question was literally, do you see yourself doing gospel music? So do you see yourself doing gospel
definitely,
music?
I definitely see I actually have some gospel music in my writing book that I always tell myself, if I do an album one day, no, not if, when I do an album one day, when I do an album one day, I've always told myself, like, every album I at least have 1 or 2 gospel songs on there at least, for my Christian listeners. But apart from that, at this moment in time, I don't see myself doing a full-blown gospel album, because honestly speaking, I don't want to pretend that I'm this perfect Christian when I'm very much like learning about Christianity, but I'm still very much like tied in with the world. And I know that sounds bad, but it's the truth. I'm not gonna like act like I'm also holy and everything, but I feel like, yeah, when things change and I can genuinely say that, you know, the only things that I feel myself into is just that side of things, then that's when I feel like I'll start making Christian music. So at this moment in time, as bad as it sounds, the type of music I make, you know, the content of it, I still do very much live that type of life, even though I do believe in God. So I want it to be authentic to me. So no, not at the moment. I don't see myself doing a full-blown gospel thing at the moment.
That's very fair. How do your family feel about your music career?
My family. So I'll say they don't really say much. They don't really say much about it. They're supportive of everything I do. Obviously, they check up every now and then, like, oh, how's this going? How's that going? My parents, I can't lie, they still aren't aware of how, because I write my music in a way where, let's say, for example, sensual music, because I write it in a show not tell way, where it can be classed as anything. For example, like, for example, can you show me a good time? They could be thinking I'm talking about like going to a party, but they're not really sure. They don't really understand what the message is for real. And yes, they don't really know. But I feel like when they find out, they'll probably be like, but it's fine. But yeah, I mean, apart from that, there's a part of everything I do: my acting, my music. Yeah.
And what about friendships? Like, I remember when I was managing you, oh my days, I won't go into detail. But
No, you can. It's completely fine.
I remember when I was managing you, and there was this one little pest. I'm going to call them a little pest, okay? There was
That
this
pest
one
is
little
in prison
pest.
now.
Oh.
Stop. God forgive me. God forgive me.
And there was this one little pest that was trying to bring you down, and I remember telling you, like, Ben, you need to get your head in the game, like, cut this person off. And I remember you being like, yeah, it's my friend. It's my friend. And I was like, Ben, if you want to do better in this life, if you want to go for what you want, you need to cut her out.
It's so crazy because everyone was telling me that as well. So I was like, when you said it, I was like, okay, well.
Yeah. So how has your music career so far affected your friendships?
Damn, I can do a whole movie on this right now. I feel like music has definitely opened my eyes, or just even chasing my dreams publicly has definitely opened my eyes to who really supports me and who's just waiting for something to happen to start pretending like we're. Because I've had friends that even if, like, let's say I post a video of me singing or performing or just acting or something, and it only gets like 50 likes, for example, I've noticed that who actually still supports it and, you know, would comment and share it, and who comes when only it's on, like, you know, 300 plus likes. I've noticed the difference, and I would say even just certain behavior traits of people, like seeing something I'm doing and trying to push on their narrative onto me so that I can stop doing what I'm doing. I've noticed that it's crazy because what I'm about to say, I'm not even there yet, but it's so crazy. But you know, when like celebrities get big and like their old friends always like, oh, like they got famous, I forgot about us. Having my experience now, I'm like, I don't think that was the case, because there's friends that aren't even really supporting me like that right now. That I'm aware that if things do go well, when things go well, that they will probably do the same thing too and try to spin this, oh, but like he forgot about us and stuff like that. But in this process right now I'm in, some of them are not even like my videos, but they're like saving the videos to their favorites, and it's just like it seems shady right now, because it's like you can see I'm pushing for something and you're just watching it, and I can see they're watching it too. You're not supporting it, and you're just like sharing my videos around and stuff like that. So it's like, why would I want to keep you around me? So I'll say it definitely made me open my eyes to a lot of people that I thought were my friends that aren't my friends, because they didn't really support me, or they just don't believe in me. And yeah, I'd say it's crazy. It hurts. It definitely hurts, because I feel like, in my opinion, I am a loyal friend. Even you, like, you had to tell me so many times you need to cut off this friend, and
I
I
had
wasn't
to drill it into your ear because you weren't listening to me. And I didn't even want to be like, I'm your manager, I'm telling you what to do. But it's just more of like, sometimes you'll be around someone or people, or you'll have friends, and they don't see the danger, but you see the danger.
Yo, you know where the danger is.
So you try to warn them, but because they're so oblivious, and it wasn't even your fault, you're just naturally a very genuine, kind person. So it's not your fault that you give or were giving stupid people chances. But I was just like, can he not see what this person's trying to do, trying to bring them down? Like, one thing I feel, if I start talking about my life and friendships and things of that nature, we will be here until next year. Okay. But one thing I've learned is that there are a lot of people who will come in and out of your life. Life is long. Life is short, but life is long. You get me? And not everyone is there for a good reason. Not everyone. Are you hungry?
I was like, Lord, I hope they didn't hear this.
I hope the mic didn't pick that up. But yeah, not everyone is there to be your actual friend and guide you and love you. Some people are there to bring you down. So I'm glad that you are now able to see that it's not everyone that's for you. And keep clocking those people that are like supporting you but not supporting you. When you get your Mobo, when you get your Grammy, they're not allowed up on stage. Me, I'll be on stage.
Yeah, of
Me, I'll
course.
be on stage. You get me?
Trina that pushed my career. What?
They're not allowed on stage.
They're not. Never. I wouldn't even give them thanks. Are you crazy? I've been thinking of unfollowing some of these people now as well.
Don't unfollow them. Block them.
Okay, block. Trina's big on don't unfollow, block.
Block them. What is there to see? What is there for? They can still pre you. And I know with TikTok, you can make multiple fake accounts.
Yeah.
Don't ask me how I know that.
I might do it.
But just block them. Block them, because what is the point of having them around? They're saving your videos. They're not coming to like. They're not coming to comment. Why? I beg.
Because it seems embarrassing at the moment. So.
Okay, let it be flipping embarrassing. You know what? I keep seeing on TikTok people make videos about people being cringe, and they're saying, be cringe, post your content, because that person that you think is so embarrassing is on the Creators Fund getting money for being embarrassing.
Literally.
So do your thing, whatever that may be. Do your thing.
That was like one when I first started TikTok, to be fair, because I took a break because of like crazy stuff that was happening in my life. So I took like I think like a 2-year break. But before that 2-year break happened, I remember I was just consistently posting on TikTok and just posting things that people were sending to group chats and things like that. But I didn't care at that time. I was just very much like, don't give a heck. I'm doing what I want to do. And I think also at that time, because a lot of people at that time, a lot of people that were my friends, we wasn't really close at that point in time. So it was like, who was I to be embarrassed because I don't even really have friends like that at that time. So I just posted whatever. I didn't care if people told me I was in a GEC because, you know, people still talk about me in school regardless. So I don't care. So I was just posting consistently. And then when I had my moment on TikTok and it just like went crazy, I went from 2K to like 19K followers in like a couple of days.
Period.
All those people just came running back and it was like, I was no longer cringe anymore. I just regret letting some people back in when that moment happened because now those are the same people purposely making sure my videos don't go anywhere when they see me pushing again now. So I just wish I made smart decisions back then, which I will do this time around because Ben King is coming back.
Right, Ben King is coming back, so keep a lookout. In life, we face multiple obstacles, and these obstacles can sometimes bring us down mentally. How do you deal with feeling mentally down, depressed, or anxious? What are like some things you do to help yourself?
In terms of getting back into what I want to do when I'm feeling these things.
Yeah.
When I'm feeling low, down, or anxious when it comes to my acting or music career. So before I do anything else, the first thing I do is try to have a conversation with God about it first and see, you know, how I can get a response through that. But after that, I go to like a trusted friend, see what my trusted friend would advise me to do. After speaking to a trusted friend, I would just take time alone to just like look at where I started. Like I would go back to like pictures of me when I was like 10 years old performing or getting like an award for like the, you know, at the time the best actor in school, for example. And looking at those type of moments and just thinking, okay, well, where I am right now, even though I thought like it's nowhere where I want to be, it's something compared to where I was back then. I just kind of have the reminder all the time of like life is gonna happen, but what I won't do today, someone else is doing times two. So I just try to always have that in my head and get to what I want to do, but also understand that I need to acknowledge and face what I'm going through so it doesn't pile up later on. So I just kind of have a balance. So that the first half of the day, take the moment to just let it sink in what I'm going through, feel what I need to feel, acknowledge that what I'm feeling is very much valid regardless of what someone else may say. And then towards the end of the day, I would go on like LinkedIn or whatever and just start networking and just doing what I need to do, going out there, finding out what I need to do. And I don't know, sometimes for me, I find being creative like therapy to me. Like I can have like a really bad day and then tomorrow I've got vocal training. I'm like, I'm happy. I leave that vocal training, that session happy because, the trainer probably told me the next day, Ben, you've made some improvement. I'm like, oh crap, this is what I really wanted to like. I wanted to hear I've been making improvements there. I'd feel very happy. And then, yeah, after I leave, I'm just like, okay, I'm happy again. Depression, I don't have depression no more.
Honestly, you have like a good head on your shoulders, and I already said it. Okay, I don't want your head to get too big, but you're definitely gonna go far, especially with the vision that you have. Remember, like when we did that Ben King template,
I still look at it.
there's so much on there, things that I don't even think should be revealed. But
Later
I
on.
just know that everything on there you're gonna do, and I'm so excited to see like the different things that you come out with. So when's your next show?
So my next show is in August. Yeah, I think August. I'll have to message you like
He's
the
not prepared.
information. I've gotten so much performances and stuff I got to do, so it's kind of
Really?
warped together. So I'll send you everything so that you can put it in like the descriptions and stuff.
Description. It will be in the description. I'm gonna play a little game. You know, I'm gonna put Ben on the spot. Ben King, what's the craziest rumor you've ever heard about yourself?
The craziest thing so I posted something as a joke, but people actually believed it was that I was transgender.
Oh.
Yeah, that was the craziest thing I heard. People actually believed that, and I was like, well, no.
Why would you post that?
So I posted it was like this TikTok trend. But I posted this thing as a joke when I was like 16, because I was just posting whatever, and it was like this Playboy, you know she passed away. Oh, okay. And it was like some TikTok.
Okay,
trend.
I know what you're talking about. I know
It was. I posted. I had one of my other female friends as the before, and then I put me after, so they thought I was. Well, it was a joke.
Okay,
So
okay.
yeah, so that was like one of the craziest things I heard. I was like, come on, you lot know I'm a boy.
What's the most outrageous thing you've done for love or friendship?
Get a phone for my ex and my name.
Excuse me?
Door on your holder right now.
Eh? Repeat them. What did you say?
I took out a phone for my ex on contract, the one that you're holding right now, and my ex failed to make some of the payments.
It always goes that way,
Yeah.
don't it?
Yeah.
It actually always goes that way. What's the wildest thing you've done that no one knows about?
Wild in what sense?
Any sense? You taking a poo outside someone's yard? I don't know.
Crazy thing I've done. Oh crap! Lord forgive me.
This is timed, but I'm just gonna let him think about it.
One eternity later.
Sugar.
A few moments later.
I had a fake. So on a fake account. I had a fake relationship with my ex outside of my actual relationship with my ex to see if my ex would cheat on me.
Did she cheat?
Yeah.
Oh.
But I was entertaining it for like a good year.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I was just like, you don't know what I know about you, do you?
You guys are as bad as each other. I don't care.
One time she actually broke up with me because I forced her on my fake account to break up with whoever you're with, and she actually called me to break up, and I was like, you're an idiot.
Oh my gosh, no, that is okay. Maybe you could redeem yourself here. If you could erase one past mistake, what would it be? Why is he not saying the story he just told us?
One past mistake, lose my virginity.
Okay. Fez, is there a reason why?
I just feel like I could have been a virgin till now, you know. I could have been a good boy.
I can relate.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? It's nothing. When people say you're not really missing
Can
out.
I relate though? I've had some good experiences.
No,
in
you've
life.
obviously it's good experiences. It's good experiences. But if you really deep it, when people told us when we was younger, like, you're not missing out on anything, don't rush to it.
It's true. It's true.
I really
Sha.
hear it now because I'm deep, and if I just waited, what would I have really missed out on?
No, it's true, Sha.
So I'll say, yeah, I would have been a good little boy till now. Maybe I would have been making songs about waiting till marriage, you know, instead of talking about show me a good time tonight, you know.
Have you ever had a celebrity crush, and who was it?
I've had so many celebrity crushes, but do you want to know who I have a crush on right now?
Who?
One person I'm like, you know what?
Oh yeah, who is it now?
Like one person I'm like, you know what? This isn't even lustful crush. This is like, I will marry.
Who?
Tyler.
Maybe it's right.
Yeah.
That's not my. I can sing, by the way.
Yeah, she
That's
can.
Not,
She can.
Like,
Trina can
you
sing.
get me. Okay, Tyler's a fair one. She's
Tyler,
pretty. She's
but before
gorgeous.
Tyler was Jenna Ortega. But then before Jenna Ortega was Noka Yai.
I love Jenna. I just love her personality, and then on top of that, she's a Libra, so of course I love her.
I didn't even know that about her.
She's just gorgeous.
But yeah, she is. And before that was a Noka Yai. A Noka Yai can...
Do you notice how I said one and he's just named
Yeah,
a
sorry.
list of women?
But I feel like I'm going to stick with Tyler. So who knows? In fact, 10 years from now, I could be married to Tyler and I can look back at this video of her and she's just like, yo, I didn't know.
Ben, I don't know how to do her accent.
She'll be like, yo, I didn't know. I don't know. I didn't know, but I think that's how South Africans talk. So don't kill me. I'm Congolese.
The only South African thing I can say and kind of sound like them is 50 rands.
50 rands.
No, you can't do it. You can't do it like
50
me.
rands.
50 rands.
50 rands. What I did, yo.
This is the last question, Ben.
Last
And
one.
don't be
damn.
laughing. Okay, you can laugh because it's funny. Hee hee ha ha. But be very honest. And don't make nothing up. Because I'll drag you by your ear.
I'm scared to hear this.
Are you ready? Okay. Ben. What's a
already
secret
scared.
you've never told anyone?
There's so many secrets I haven't told people, but I feel like I
Give
can.
us a juicy... You're on the Trina talk show. Give
I
us a
can give
juicy
two.
secret.
I'll give one when I was younger, and
you
I'll
said
give one
you'll-
now.
You'll give two. We're being spoiled here.
The first one was the childish one. You know, I swore I never told anyone this. So one time, I was at I don't know if I'm allowed to expose this. I'm not gonna say it just in case. But I was at a certain relative's house that we're not that close to anymore. But I was at their house and I was 9, so I didn't really 9 or 8. I was young. I was still in primary school. And then I remember I was like, oh, I need to obviously I'm at their house, but I wasn't planning to stay there, so it was come and brush my teeth. So obviously, I don't know if I should call her my auntie because she's not my mum's siblings or anything, but I'll just call her auntie because we call her auntie. But she's related to us.
Mm-hmm.
So she went to obviously buy me and my siblings toothbrushes and stuff like that. But I think she forgot to get me one. So I was like, oh, no, I'm hungry, I need to eat. So
I know where this is going.
So she handed me her toothbrush and let me just say, when I got home, my parents grilled me badly. My mum actually had to scrub. She got even the toothbrush she scrubbed me with. My mum after she threw it in the bin and she got me another one. I was like, damn, it was.
This is making me want to confess some little secret.
You should as well.
I'm not gonna lie.
A secret I never told her. So, well, you go. I think I've got some things.
Okay, cool. One time, okay, so I have these older cousins, Vanya and Lucida. I don't care about naming them. I will name Vanya and Lucida. So they used to always, they're from Belgium, and they used to always come to London to see us, stay with us, whatever. One time, Vanya, she's the younger one of them, she was looking after us, me and my siblings, and I never really liked her because I literally thought she was evil. So she was ill, and she asked me I was like, what? Maybe 10, 11. She was feeling sick, and she asked for a cup of water, and I put dish soap in the water and gave it to her for her to drink. And she drank it, and it made her feel even worse. And then she went around saying that I poisoned her, but I was just I didn't. Another one that I can say is, I don't know why I was like this when I was young, I actually don't know. This is quite evil. I feel a bit, you get me? But another one I can say is that my family friend was staying over for Christmas or something like that. And there was a blow-up mattress that they brought with them. But I felt like they overstayed their welcome. So I got a needle and I popped it, and slowly overnight it will go down and they'll try to fill it up again, but it wouldn't go back up. And it just made them leave, because they couldn't sleep on the floor. You get me? So yeah, there's my confessions.
This one isn't that bad. I feel like a lot of us people that works in hospitality relate to this.
Yeah?
I hope so.
I'm scared.
Whew.
I'm scared.
So there's multiple things in one, but being in hospitality, even if you've eaten at home, just be prepared to be hungry. You're gonna smell meals you've never smelled in your life. That's just gonna engage. I've never told a single soul saying, you know what, I'm even scared for this. So you see when you're doing clearing, so obviously sometimes you ask them, can I?
Go on.
Sometimes you ask them, can we eat some of the food? Someone will be like, no. Put the things on the thing. I was so hungry this one day, but I felt like I was going to faint, and I think I went there stoned. This is when I used to smoke. I don't smoke anymore. But I think I went there stoned off of marijuana, and I took an edible too. So I went to shift and I was just fried. And I remember this one friend, we went on the staircase and we did THC vape on the staircase, and that already gets you gone. 2 pulls is finished. It gets you worse than weed. We did that. And let me tell you, I was super hungry. I can't even play it. I think it was at the Wimbledon. No Wimbledon. It was, what's that tennis thing that Serena Williams and them do? Is it Wimbledon?
Is it not Wimbledon?
Yeah, Wimbledon. So they was actually, Serena Williams was actually at the hotel, worked at, she was actually in the area, the dining area. we weren't allowed to talk to any of them. So when we was clearing all the plates and stuff, someone left like half a steak and some fries. These didn't let me eat. So I thought, cool, I'm gonna find a way to eat. As embarrassing as it was, I never told anyone this. I actually took the plate, one of the people's plates, and I had to put it aside and I just gobbled it. Like I was just eating it.
Can I just ask, was the steak bitten into or was it cut?
It looked cut with a knife.
He said it looked cut. He wasn't sure.
The way I was gone, I had no time to think about it. I just needed something to fuel me.
Oh my God.
And I think every time I worked at a hospitality shift, I can't lie, every single one, including, I'm not going to name the locations because when they start charging me for all the things.
Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it.
But let me just say this, every hospitality place I've worked at, and I've worked in hospitality, I don't work there anymore, but I started 2019, and then I stopped 2023, 2024. Every single place I've worked at within that time period, I've always left with something that wasn't mine. Not other people's stuff, but the venues I worked at, they didn't know. I actually got fired from once. You see the day I posted that TikTok when the manager came in? That day, I got fired because I stole I don't know I put that much in my bag, but I put over, I think it was 120 mints, like cans of mints into one Sainsbury's bag, and then I left with the
mint.
Mint. It was fancy. It was really fancy. The mints were fancy.
No, mint that you...
It was fancy, and I thought, wow.
Mint that you used to make your breath.
Yeah.
120.
It was like a box, and the boxes were really small, and it looked nice, and I thought, these are nice. So it was just there.
So were you going to resell it at college? I don't understand.
I was just gonna have it and then tell people, oh, do you want a box of mints, and just give it to them for free.
120 mints.
I didn't even know it was that much until they took the bag from me and they counted and sent me an email saying you took 120 mints.
Oh, so they even caught you and you didn't get any?
I still had some in my pocket and stuff like that I still took home, and I had a lot. And then they called me. I didn't go into the interview because they called me in for an interview, and I thought like the police are gonna be they're waiting for me. I said the police are waiting. You cannot get me like that. I said they've got the police on standby there waiting for me in the place, and I just thought I'm not going. I didn't go in. I just said it's fine, fire me. And then they started harassing me to take down the video that I posted that went viral, and I was like, I'm not taking on the video because she walked into my video. I never put her in the video, and you can hardly see her. And they were like, take it down. I said, it's fine. I'm not taking it down. And they were like, they're gonna sue me. It's just talkings, and nothing happened in the end. But I think that's some things I never really admit. I used to be a thief in workplaces.
You see, you are a thief. You are a thief. Simple.
You know what? One thing I'm happy I can say I'm not is a PE change room thief. I'm still trying to figure out which one of you lot stole my money back then.
Guys, it's not good. It's not good to owe people money.
Someone kept stealing my money. Every PE. It got to the point I wasn't even doing PE no more. When I heard beep test, trust me, I'm not coming in for PE.
The money show. You were on the money show. How was that?
250k on the line, and I just flumbled it because it was so hilarious. I can't lie. And I was with friends too, and it was like, you just with your friends and you think you're not gonna laugh, but it's dead silent, so you're not supposed to make any noise. It just reminded me of secondary school when like you're in a serious situation with like teachers and stuff, and you can actually get kicked up, but you're looking at your friends and you just want to laugh. Like it just felt like that moment. And you know what? I said, the money is gone, but the memories are forever, and I can always look back and just laugh and think, wow, at least I had fun. But I think at the end of it, I only got like £140. But it was fine. At least I still got something for the day.
How can I get on this show?
They're actually doing season 2 in September.
My birthday month. Well, I will not laugh. If anyone makes me laugh, they're in trouble. I need money that I'm going to win the money.
Don't go with friends. If you go with friends, you can go with friends.
Can you go by yourself?
You can go by yourself too. But I think me and my friend's mistake was before the show started, because they left us in the waiting room for so long. We're just chilling in the waiting room, just drinking wine and stuff. Thinking,
that's the problem. See, alcoholic.
So we went in there and was like, yeah.
Guys, it's been real. It's been lovely. It's been amazing. It's been fun. And I want to thank Ben King for coming onto the Trina Talk Show. We love that. I had a time. We had a time.
Yeah.
We have a time.
I enjoyed it. I didn't even want it to end right now.
Period. He's always interrupting me. Anyway. Thank you for watching the Trina Talk Show. Hope you're all good. Hope you all enjoyed this episode. And stay tuned for the next one. Now, why did we do that?
I don't know.
My mind's gone fucking blank, mate. Thank you, Ben,
I hope I
for
can
coming
come
on.
back another time.
Shush.
too.
In life.
Thank you.
So yeah. Okay, let me look at my phone for the notes. Ugh, my lip just touched the mic. That's disgusting. Gotta scrub it when I go home. This is my confession show, when we only speak things real and raw. How you doing?
I'm doing great, Trina. How you doing?
Ben,
sorry.
Ben, it's
sorry,
a part of the intro. Teeth, you are teeth.